My name's George Thurston. I've pretty much lived in this house all my life. You didn't know the house was that old, but it is. Portsmouth was beautiful back then. It was a lot of open land, and I think we had probably had more cows than people back then. They were certainly more compatible as neighbors. Well, you didn't appreciate it then because it was just the way it was, and I never thought of being unique or anything else. We had a lot of farms around, and all my friends, the kids lived on a farm, and we just shared the same kind of life. Part of the reason I got into trees is I enjoy growing trees and working with them. And I'm trying to preserve the farm as I knew it as a kid. When I was a kid, there were probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 houses on Union Street. It's slightly different now. Right after World War II, people started to move out of the city into the country, and a lot of farmers had been living on pretty much edge of poverty, and especially their widows. They had a bleak existence, but when the war was over, the widows and farmers too sold their farms to whoever wanted to buy it, developers mainly. Of course, they had a different set of values than the farmers did. One fella up the road was complaining because when the tractors came out of the field, dirt dropped off and mud dropped off the tires onto the pristine road in front of his house. I mean, you know, it was things that you began to question their sanity, really. Well, there was a Farm Bureau, and they managed to get legislation passed called the Right to Farm Bill. So we were allowed to do certain things in order to bring the crop through. Well, during the spring after Christmas, I go through and pick up all the waste and burn it. Under that same bill, the Right to Farm Bill, you're allowed to do it unless somebody complains. And sure and shooting, somebody's going to complain. So I don't bother burning anymore. If they want to look for a mountain of decay and brush, they're welcome to do it, because I'm not going to argue with them over that. Aesthetically, it's not much to look at, but if that's what they want, they got it. Well, I became aware of the land trust and the work they were doing. They pay you some money to tie the land up in perpetuity for farming, but that's what I intended to do with anyway, so there was no loss. I had no intention, nor do I now, of contacting a developer and spend the rest of my life sitting under a palm tree someplace. I think it's mostly positive. People that move here want to see the open space preserved. Unfortunately, they don't want to pay for it either. So it's a two-way street. The thing is, I just don't believe that there's enough money in the kind of farming I do to support a family. You're going to need an additional source of income in order to make it work. Well, there's new farmers coming along, and I'm 100% behind them, and I'd like to help them if possible. I don't look at them as competitors, but as people that share a common interest with me. So many people get into it, they think that this idyllic life working with nature and all that, they have no idea the amount of work that goes into it and how little profit there is. I'm trying to set it up now so my daughter can take over without losing a step. She's got to realize there's work that goes along with it too.
Well, I think my dad really sets like a presence in the community. I feel so proud being a part of it. Now it's more of like I'm going to be the one in charge. It's not more of I get to have, I still will have fun. I have no doubt I will have a lot of fun, but now it's more of just the responsibility and making sure it's the way my dad wants it to be. And know that this is our future. This is what it's all about. You know, you need farms. It's not just, you know, it can be fun, but it's something you need. And you think conserving was the right choice for us?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, like you said, you wouldn't regret any of it.
No, not at all. You lead by example.
Dad, oh God, don't cry on me again. You know it's important to me.
Well, I am to be there for you anyway.
Yeah.
It's irreversible, I think.